And we're live. Welcome back, everyone, to an extravagant tale of the Himbo Superstar Cop and the two
Superstar
voices.
communist. Don't forget communist cop.
Communist. Yeah, that's true. I almost forgot about the communism.
Never forget the Mother Russia communism. We're a stream that we're trying our best not to get political, but the game forces us to become political anyways.
Yep. So, quick recap. We're communists. We're superstars. We Himbo. Uh, we also blew our brains wide the fuck open right at the end of the stream. Last
But we
stream.
show we're not pussies. That's
Yeah.
what matters.
Yeah. Fucking eat a bullet to assert dominance.
Exactly. God. I'll show you who the real man is. I ain't no bitch.
I ain't no pussy. I'll kill myself right now.
Exactly.
This game is fucking ridiculous, and I love it.
It is.
We still have to deal with that dude, though, right?
Yeah, but we can skip past it since we already seen it.
Okay.
We can skip it real quick.
I forget his name.
Let me handle.
You see,
You are far from home. That's right. I'm not a.
Not.
You are look. That's.
it doesn't.
She says nothing.
Let's talk to Titus.
This is where you say your bed.
He and
Detective. Hey. What is he fucking? Hey, asshole. We're looking for Titus Hardy.
I try to remember.
Wow. Real? Yeah. Must be something in the. Yeah.
You might want to start asking your.
question to help.
No. Ask. Yeah. Relax. Yeah. Let Dennis enjoy. Yeah. Easy, fella.
Too late. You already scanned the room. Good. You could take another look at the tracks in the yard on the crime scene. See if they.
So they. Funny, but my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Continue. Because
As he.
we did.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all.
We hanged him up by his neck until he. The autopsy showed there.
The lieutenant goes in.
We. Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed.
I might go authority.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, lawman. And then we.
Titus is solid as a rock. And so, Elaine, who looks like this little rat, him neither.
Hey, fatty! Fatty!
A single sentence will wear him out.
Hey, you just breathing down there?
Of course he's happy. Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy.
Look a little nervous there, fat man.
Break like a piece of twig.
Give me fucking
Looking kind of sweaty.
sweating like a roasted pig right now.
And
This one is a stone wall.
Right fucking here. My fucking elbow, copper.
like what, copper? How many?
Or send them to reunion.
Rest assured.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
That's right.
No. You did not get an answer. You do.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? Yeah.
Quiet. No. Why don't you...
That's enough insinuation for.
Why? 'Cause he was... I am.
What kind?
The kind that...
Alive?
This one.
I can't prove it. But I...
Cause we're not.
Really?
Yeah. We.
Wrong. He harassed women. Raped
There's slight unease.
to kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed some.
Yeah. Show me your con. Why don't you show me your con?
Aren't you...
Yeah. Me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you?
No.
There's nothing you can do for now.
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man.
How the fuck do I know?
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Nothing.
I think we've done this.
Good luck.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the purpose. Read in the room. Get further in there.
What the fuck is this? You wanna fuck with me?
His eyes narrow. This guy's tough. What do you think you're... I can do this. Do not explain or defend yourself. Attack.
Probably.
The moment
There you go.
ends. With begrudging respect.
Still.
Time to say something.
Indeed.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many hits.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking. Wow. He's got it in a real...
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You know what I think?
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath...
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, but the thing is that there is no entry wound. There is not exactly a visible entry wound on the outer area.
Yeah, it was in his mouth.
Glenn likes to shoot his
Yeah.
guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop.
Never been worried in my life, lawman. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
What?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see.
You just called the dude a
I
gimp.
guess I am, you big pussy. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm coming with you. Don't wear it out.
Alright, you ready?
17% chance.
Establish
Third!
authority.
Damn it.
Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That's it. That's all I got.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing.
We tried. We tried the gun thing, Authority. We did try the gun thing.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong.
The kid was tossing rocks at a corpse.
Talking racist shit.
Yeah.
Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints. Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right.
I think because I didn't know what was racist out of one of the guys.
Kylie said they've been trying to set up a race rally.
Jesus Christ. I can't be racist. My best friend is Asian.
This is...
That's a lie. There's no race rally.
That's the only best thing, because this is a white racist person will do.
Yeah.
That will say this big as an excuse to not racist.
Mm-hmm. And
This feels...
three is, I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm not racist, but then you're like, but then if some fucking foreigner thinks you're gonna mess with me,
this is probably the best one.
but even one is like, there's no race rally, but you're not saying that you're not racist.
This is really hard.
Yeah. I think one is probably the best of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. Callie said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real?
Fuck you, authority! Fuck you!
Authority, we're not racist. Look, we might be fucking communists, but we're not fucking racist, alright?
The thing is that I can't cover myself off the child thing because I punched Kuno. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I did punch Kuno, so technically it is kind of harassing the child.
You did punch Kuno. That's true.
Even though he was being a little shit. God damn it. I need to raise my authority more.
Yeah.
Magnesium-based life form. We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species. The next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
You know what? That's actually fine.
Yeah?
To be honest, my logic is very shit already.
Yeah. My logic might be the negatives again, though.
I don't care. He's himbo. Logic should not dictate himbo-ness. I think Superstar, my authority is probably low, right? Wait, what's thing? Oh. I might remove that, to be honest.
It's up to you.
Are you kidding me?
You can't remove it?
Nope, I had to have a skill point for that.
Fuck.
I kind of want to remove it just because I want more authority.
More authority, yeah.
It's not worth just to have like extra XP just making comments comments right now. Hello, sir.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you...
I think it's still the same.
You see, the door does the challenge. The steel doesn't even trip. Now you're hanging from the Okay, it was a challenge.
Damn.
Fuck. Alright, so everything's peaked. I could punch up people real easily if I need to. I can shoot a gun pretty well.
Yep.
I just need a gun. Chill, what's my volition right now? Yeah, 3 from the... Yeah, thoughts. Give me 3.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
We're gonna keep disturbing her?
Looking for something to read. It is.
Oh, please,
I know
man.
you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
You need help
What
from a...
with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No, that's not it.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where
I
could he
don't
be?
know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Smoking?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time. No. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has the husband. Okay.
Fucking empathy.
Hush, baby.
What?
It's a me. Oh, God.
Who said anything about shame? My husband is not missing. I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Kim just being like this. Listen, man, it's best if you just play along.
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Great. Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain?
What?
Or your heraldic bird?
Wonderful. The store is
Okay,
open.
I guess. Sure, we can find our heraldic bird now.
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
Ma'am, your kids are doing drugs behind your back.
Getting down, stupid disco dancing teenagers.
Oh, God.
Disco dancing nasty.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
What is this doubt you have then? Something has happened here.
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
They're not missing. That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party.
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
No, I don't. Why do you think that I smoke? It's not like yours look much better.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers, with tiny cuts and gushes covering your skin like a spider web. Your fingertips have become an ugly shade of brown.
I already told you, I don't have any. Go bother someone else.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying.
She's fucking lying.
Sorry, officer.
She's lying. Lying, lying.
No, I'm not lying. Why should I lie? Please go to the Frita kiosk.
You know where you can get
From
one?
the kiosk? There's one near the harbor. It's Frita. You can look it up.
She sighs
Can't believe she wouldn't give us one of her cigarettes.
and returns to her reading.
How greedy are you?
One of her cigarettes that she definitely has.
Exactly. I might talk to the Pine Rangers, see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she's not a good handler at all.
Back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Am I right?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes, I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
The
I'm enjoying
eel's
this part
hips?
of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Actually, you don't. It is a little known
I'm
fact
pretty
that
sure I do
the
eye
police.
police.
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. No need to politicize this. We may still ask for the legal process.
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines, and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Yes, but please don't call me that.
Why?
This is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Huh.
Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
Made of
It's made
what?
of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Well?
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Wild Pines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Okay.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck. It's only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In fact, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
I kicked his ass.
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
He was no match for a spin kick.
Exactly. Ancient drunk cop style.
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February.
I'm like a drunken Johnny Cage.
I prefer
Looking for
to
a
do
striker.
these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Hey, Raph, I don't think we did that.
2 prior strikes.
Raph is asking if we told her that Mr. Everett is helping us find our gun.
There's like a prop for it, yeah.
I guess you could say aggressive.
He said do it when it comes up, I guess.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Wait, is scab a racial term for them?
Don't let
I don't know. Ref says, nah, scab is more a term for those that cross the picket line. It's not racial.
The way you first said they cross the picket line, it's even cross the border.
No, it's just the people who cross the picket line set up by the strike, I think is what. I think that's what it is.
If workers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
What's their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Be fair, I kind of do agree.
Ref says, no, it's like if you still decide to work for the asshole company even when the employees go on strike.
Okay.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Somehow we're accidentally racist somehow. I don't know what caused it, though.
Yeah, authority.
Wait, no. There was low, and I remember... Oh, okay, I remember. I was talking to a guy that gave us a quarter, and I actually said something that's actually considered racist.
Yeah. And authority was just like, you're racist now.
I think I was racist being white against white people, I think it was. I'm not 100% sure. It said something about... I think I remember something about polar bear or something about that.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Also, I just realized VC face isn't working. It's not tracking my shit. It's tracking my mouth movements, but it's not tracking, like, my... Like, I can't move my head.
You're forcefully stuck. I only asked him for a quarter, then gave me keys to the racist guy's shack. That's it. Also, should I agree? Because I kind of do agree having a worker in the board.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
I also like their other slogan, demand democracy.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
what happened? I switched away for a
Read as
second to
Avo as every
try and
worker
fix
a
things.
member of the board.
He says not hard communist enough. The one third option was.
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what,
Oh, that shack doesn't belong to the trolley driver.
needs
You'll
the
see
signature of
you'll
each
see who
of
owns it
the
later.
2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Okay, so I can see a bit more deeper on why they are very desperate to solve this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because any decision the Wild Pines group made, essentially where she's part of right now, they had to get workers to sign something to get approval.
Just so you
I
understand,
fixed my tracking.
this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me Manana."
Oh.
So Manana told her about the lynching.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is shorter stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union. Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine.
Yeah, she's all about Wild Pine's bottom line, diamond hands, CEO grindset, Patrick Bateman bullshit.
Basically, off for corporate in general.
Yeah.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
I don't know who to believe.
Yeah,
she's withholding information, and for what I hear in testimonies,
yeah,
her group is the one that sent the mercenaries. And matter of fact, one mercenary was causing too much chaos on the workers completely.
Yeah.
To do horrible crimes, and they're looking basically turning a blind eye of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are both hiding shit.
Yeah,
I
I don't
want to
know.
say fuck corporate, but I don't know how corrupted Everett is either.
Same.
Raph, quick question. Don't spoil anything, I just want to answer one quick question. Name either one or the other, okay? Who is up more for the workers? Between Rejoice and Everett. Or is it just neither? Because it could be like tossing a bunch of theories around. I'm gonna have like, for example, the mercenary that came into town that got lynched, well, quote unquote lynched, could be just be paid off by Everett to make the Pine Group look bad more. That's not a bad theory either.
I didn't even think about that. That's true though.
Because at the end of the day, they're just mercenaries. If it's like an under the table deal, that Everett could just simply just give a little more money to them, to like, hey, go fuck shit with the workers a bit, just so they could just blame the Pine Group. So Everett could have more power within workers because they will think, oh, they won't for them. I might be overthinking some things, but it's not bad in theory about this.
Everett is actively doing more, but he sketches all get out. It's no secret that Joyce is trying to start some major shit to give more power to Wild Pines.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everett does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh. Oh. That's gonna be fucky.
Yeah. But that's good to remember, though, because if we're ever talking to Everett and he doesn't have the lazy eye, that's something to remember.
We'll tell some information if we need to, if something's come up, or he'll try to push us around to make us play on his terms.
Yeah.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Ah! Man, there's no right answer here.
Nope.
God, there's no right answer. Fuck, now you could be even though in theory itself that Edgar could be the one just trying to like beat the ball time look lines either.
Yeah.
Could be a lot more other shit going on.
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway.
No right answer at all. Yep.
Easy to establish under the
It's like real life politics. Just never a right answer.
Can respect that.
Or real life elections, I should say.
There's a lot of things. The lot of things that not maybe turned into Joyce is mainly because she's not mentioned anything about the mercenary issue, because she's the one that basically started it. She's not explaining herself on why the mercenary went out of control like that. And third, she's withholding some things from my investigation right now.
Yeah.
If she so believes on trying to find the culprit of that mercenary. Everett gave me some reasons going on. Everett does give me some resources.
Yeah.
So far. He has provided funding for me just so for me to stay in a room right now. Even though he did down talk me a lot of shit. In the day, he still helped me with my investigation so far. It is not easy.
Nope.
Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative
Everett did
person,
give
you
you
see.
some useful stuff,
Would
but
you
that's
say
primarily
that they've
because
had
you
some
offer
use
something
of
to him that he wants. An in with the RCM. Yeah. He wouldn't be helping you at all if you were just some B cop. It's true. No one can be trusted in this game.
It is not easy. I always say fuck both of them and just do a reshuffle, but it's not gonna be that easy.
Mm.
This though, it's starting to go back to the vigilante stuff a bit.
Yeah.
You know what?
Of course, officer.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union.
Complex situation and intrigue. We. Yeah, pretty much.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Wait. How far back? How far back was it? Could it be the lady that used to run the old Whirling Rags?
This fool.
Maybe.
Her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter.
It could be between Everett or Edgar.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? You have? And how...
Finally. Time to choose sides.
Oh, man. Time to choose sides. Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun. Is that an option?
Is there? I'm trying to look. There's a list of texts here.
That second should be somewhere.
I'm not seeing it.
Maybe not here.
Probably I got to continue further.
Probably.
He's just a beautiful...
Just?
Yeah, who do you sign with?
In what way? Of course. Some of them, at least. The ones who worked for him. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? No, wait. Actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption. Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself.
You kinda are.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be... gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Alright, so... Yep, so...
Oh. That's so him.
The lieutenant
Yeah?
looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Oh, Kim's pissed.
Yeah.
When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wild.
Rafsak's sake again.
Sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply
Very
incredible.
Hey, are you gonna help me find my gun? Are you?
Yes. As you said.
Please don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever.
Totally slanderous. Maybe you've gotten into one tiny loop once.
Of course. Thank you for the advice. I'm glad you are here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those.
It's like Kim is our fucking caretaker.
So, what happens now?
I don't know.
Oh.
The he's when I
and convention.
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Please don't get him in a
totally slammed.
Of course.
The lieutenant will be more lenient.
Raf says that. Oh wow, Kim stopped it.
So I have to be by myself then. Yeah, so I have to be by myself, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? Of course.
Ah, I see. So apparently if Kim wasn't there, you legit would have just been stuck in a loop repeating the same thing over and over.
So it might just go to a mental breakdown of a weird way.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Damn.
So many walls.
Your inner voices would have to do a hard reset on you and you take physical damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I forgot this.
That's Kuno's dad's house.
Yeah. He's still sleeping, actually.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge.
Well, apparently Wooly did that. The loop thing.
He just perpetually stuck.
A shift in temperature.
I imagine stuck until the voices had to reset him.
A former architect stands before a slice of window.
Mr. Kuno isn't sleeping. He may be motionless and snoring, but that ain't sleep.
Air in the building stands still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius. Is red from the cold.
So,
she's breathing on her fingers,
dead?
clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls.
Not dead, but not alive per se.
Graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in
Yeah,
the middle of
trance
the room.
or a high trip. Days of April. Wait. The Ledge of Failure and Hatred.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white
He's
rainbow.
OD hard.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands.
Can I interact with him or no?
The cover were lined with lead.
Well, I can't interact. It said I can interact with him.
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, it would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? Fuck it. Do it. It can't be worse than what you've already felt.
Hold on, let me go restart it real quick.
Alright. You can interact with Kuno's deck, pass a skill check.
Do I just slap him? I'm physically strong enough to slap him.
I mean, we did originally go in the apartment, regging a fuck shit up.
Yeah, because I was expecting to beat up Kuno's dad immediately. Oh fuck! I actually took morale.
And in
both!
They betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of guardian love.
Shit. That was a really fucking sad story.
Completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft. She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit. As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret. Good stuff. I fucking loved this.
Pain threshold like this fucking hurts so good.
Am I just getting a masochistic person?
Maybe.
Get smaller. So. Oh!
Oh shit.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Alright. Be quick save here. Just in case if I end up having to fight a raging Juggy.
Yeah. That we did steal drugs from.
Aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat.
Oh.
Dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
What do you say?
Falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece. Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. There's still plenty to be scared of here, just not what you thought.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but...
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Yeah.
So basically, he's gonna die soon.
Mm-hmm.
From extensive drug abuse. Because the only way he gets help now if he's had money, but I don't think he's money at all.
Nah.
What Ken said.
There, working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. Yes, and you found him.
Oh, this is what we solved.
Protect and serve, recruit.
We found that lady's missing husband that wasn't missing.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found.
I wonder if we can tell that lady that we found her husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing. Very well then. Where is he? Excuse me?
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class truck and I thought he might be yours.
Come with alcoholic alcoholic husbands. You know what? You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Ha! Lamb. Knew it.
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic. No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park, or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
There. She's worried now.
Yeah.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight
Yeah, false alarm. We didn't find
Yeah.
from her face.
we didn't find her husband after all.
Do you have any questions? Yesterday morning, he went to the library.
Oh, wow.
He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
Honestly, not that different from you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Weird,
Like,
okay.
That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add he's a little bit chubby.
Hey, I'm Super Cop, and I acknowledge my own looking weakness.
Wait, did she just imply that you're fat? You're not fat. The body type she's referring to is called...
I'm not chubby, and neither is your husband.
Hard body.
You both share what? I'm not sure about the rest, but softly round sounds about right. He's not in great shape. What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand sewn.
I mean, you do got some dag punch going on.
Yeah. Ladies love this.
God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
I mean, if the jacket's that cool, yeah.
I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
So you are going to look for him? Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Alright.
There we go.
And now we have an actual case to look for this woman's
I'm
husband.
assuming, for what Raph said, he off on tomorrow. I'm gonna assume it's past that broken bridge.
Hmm.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
Visual calculation.
Just some
My brain
tasteless
hurts.
advertising at the bottom of the canal. No
Yeah, it's too much for our brain to handle.
Whatever it is, the boy on
So
the
Raph says we'll find plenty of things tomorrow.
I guess I gotta talk to Everett then. Gee, who else? Oh.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Did you get those armored boots from the corpse?
No, we kind of wrapped up already.
Yeah. We looked at the boots, but we can take them.
In one of the paper I played a long time ago, I did get the boots. But we already wrapped them up in the beginning of the night, so there's no chance for us to move it out.
Yeah.
Curious.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
You can steal those boots, yeah. You can get the full armor set even.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
I don't know what to say.
Let's see.
What would be the best option?
I think one.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend. The little boy had it good on his promise.
Decision with thought to go with it. One where you focus on how protective the suit is.
On me, pardon the choice of words, not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Eberhard's law. But really, they're just like you. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, he was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type. But that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
I have one theory that who might kill them.
What you thinking?
In order to get like a more close up, more close up state to get a gun in the mouth. Then again, it's a really small bullet, right?
I think so.
So the only one that it's only very few guns that can have a small caliber like that. It's usually the Wrangler. It's like a very hidden like 2-shot pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no blunt trauma in the head. And the guy has to actually. Yeah. I'm gonna assume the woman that went through the ordeal with him, killed him. I think. In that heat of the in that moment.
Maybe.
In self-defense, they probably just find a vulnerable spot. He still was wearing the armor, so there was no way he could die from blunt trauma.
Yeah.
It would be way too damn hard to do it. At most, the most only way you could do it is someone got hit him with a sledgehammer really hard. Nothing like a bat. No, not a bat. Usually a bat or anything like that would do it. That's a lot more stronger.
Yeah.
And it said bullet was the only one that entered it. So I'm assuming that she probably stuck the gun in his mouth and caught him by surprise.
Yeah. I can see that.
Understood.
That makes sense.
This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
I really hope
it's
the only way to indicate is really arrest her, because it's really just self-defense at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Everett or Edgar. We just gotta watch the portrait if he has a lazy eye or not.
Yeah.
If it's Edgar, I kinda do want to talk to him just to see what he has to say.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Mr. Dubois, I hear
That's
the meeting
Everett.
with Titus
Mhm.
was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
Fuck it.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No, I'm
You've
not.
hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
I'm just telling you the
Over
truth.
in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. So they shot him.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Okay. This is difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, now I think of it, the first theory I saved doesn't really check out that much.
Why?
Because, first off, it has to be a gunfire. Secondly, it would have hurt. Someone has to help frame the crime as a hanging, as to make it part of a whole union responsibility. Wait, hold on.
I mean, the Hargis could have done that. The Hargis clearly know about what happened, so they could have.
They wouldn't be surprised about the hanging part, the bullet part. They wouldn't be.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's why I'm saying that theory's out of the window. So I'm more suspicious of a third party coming in.
We still haven't met Edgar.
Someone's on the roof.
You see,
Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Ah!
you should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See, you have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
I'll be down my luck, super cop. I'll be a very depressed Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do. Not to mention, great exercise.
Stop that.
Hold up. Like, no! Okay, well, never mind. Who else do I question now?
I don't know.
How are you?
Have we annoyed what's his name yet? This dude?
Can I help you? Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First,
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
how could anyone?
It's only
forget
20
this
tonight.
soul?
What happened?
If it's only 20 real for tonight.
Yep, it's cheap. At least it's cheap.
I guess it was only I guess it was 100 before because of how bad we fucked shit up.
Police livery of the motor carriage. Do something important, something murder related. There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Sorry, I'm not following you.
Lingo it up.
No, that's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
Porno. That's short for pornography.
What's wrong with
That's
pornography?
negative on the porno. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Inside, you see a set of steering
Yeah,
wheels,
yeah,
a
I know.
radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
Oh, didn't we have like a letter or some shit?
I turn
To like
press start.
He's downplaying his excitement. The dashboard
that
lights
we
up
could like
a leopard
plug up to the
with
headlights to reveal some bullshit.
What happened?
There was something we had where it was like
Children play
you can put this up to a light to
Yeah, that's what I'm turning the headlights right now.
yeah.
Valley of Dogs, and before it, a familiar dome, like a ladybug without the colors. The building has a designated parking place for your carriage. This is Precinct 41, as close as you have to home now. It's far away. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Anything else I can help you with, officer?
In the cabin, you see as
I was hoping to get more information from Sylvie, but no.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. As you look at them, you feel your index finger reflexively contract 3 times. And something you'll do again before this is all over.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all.
Damn.
What did you do before you volunteered?
18 years as a cop.
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
Yeah,
see?
Kim, respect me. I'm a superstar. I told you.
Exactly. Maybe we can start getting some fucking respect around here.
Exactly.
You know the answer already. The tingle in your index finger gave it away.
That's right. How did you know? Ah, right. Sometimes the brain's able to preserve certain responses even when conscious memory has been, let's say, misplaced. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that.
So we killed 3 people.
That's not bad. That feels oddly small
Yeah.
for 18 years worth.
Through 18 years and 200 confirmed cases closed.
I guess it would be like 15-ish.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Pour one up for the boys.
A pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the light of the Kanema. Honorably done. You have given up some of your own blood for theirs.
Very noble of you. Are we done here?
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
You got stats now.
You guys realize something?
Yep.
Those 3 confirmed kills might be my mental strength kind of thing. Think about it.
Yeah.
First one could result in drinking away because you couldn't handle the guilt. Second one is drug abuse. You trying to forget much as you can because you had to take 2 people's lives. Third is that you end up resulting in your wife because your behavior, your practice changed.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know where to go, by the way. Oh.
Speed.
Well, I'll find more drugs.
Oh, I forgot to turn off fucking notifications.
I don't know where to go, by the way.
I don't know either.
An intricate web of... It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right. Gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Polyraph, this is -1.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
A rifle, though? Why a rifle?
I don't know.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Yeah, but why a rifle? Rifle would be too hard to... It would be really hard to shove someone in their mouth. That'd be like a really big surprise attack.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed
Or there were
bullets.
multiple attackers.
Very strange.
Right? If they were able to hold him down while one person shoved the gun in his mouth.
Unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels
Ah.
cold, even through the bag.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Kim. Yeah, no choice. I leveled up? Oh, I did level up, I think. Yeah, I'll remove it. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. That one. There you go. Alright. Alright.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic
Okay,
bag bearing
you
the
get
RCM
a bit
stamp.
better.
Yeah.
You can't remember what happened last
Yeah.
night. What makes you think you're going to remember Arcane firearm model?
Not for point.
We need more magnesium.
Yeah.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frick does.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frick doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
I'd rather stay a bit up high the threshold a bit.
Mm.
Should I tell his pops OD'd?
You can try. I don't know if...
Fuck does Kuno care? So? Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked.
He's
bad.
confused.
Of course you
Yeah.
don't remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's space.
Yeah, real interesting.
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno.
I guess we can't tell him about his dad.
Hope we can.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Oh.
Left by work boots.
Oh, shit.
Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The hardy boys in the mess hall of Whirling in Rags. 1 Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth, this is the big dick. Titus Hardy. The one, is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes. Number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot. But number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky. Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Angus.
Fat Angus. Carrying something? 8. Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
They actually...
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
Maybe the 8th one is actually a girl, not a guy.
Maybe.
Because he was very protective about her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing. Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. You're right. Do you think those prints belong to him? I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. 200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Probably yes. This would also fit with the victim being dead from a previous gunshot wound. They had to carry him, because he could no longer walk.
When people say Angus is this muscle.
Is there anything else that's noteworthy here? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor? Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Yeah, guess that makes sense.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A mob? By these tracks? Yes.
Okay.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks left here
Oh shit.
an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. He was
Damn
exaggerating.
bartender.
People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. This has nothing to do with you. As a matter of fact, you don't even know why you stopped here. You would never drive recklessly like this, and you don't have a car. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
You'd be run over by a car at any moment. You never know.
Something isn't right about this game. Despite his limp, the man in the uniform moves with efficient grace. His motions are measured and precise. The jolly-looking man in the checkered jacket moves lazily, like a giant tomcat stretched out in the sun. Then suddenly, he leans forward and uses the zero end of the measuring tape to nudge his opponent's balls further from the small brown sphere in the pit. As he does this, he complains about his back. Apparently oblivious to his partner's treachery, the uniformed man grabs a ball and takes aim again.
I have really
We caught you red-handed, motherfucker.
This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Honey,
I could go for a sandwich right now.
little pleasures. Life doesn't need
What
to
am I a
be
pup sandwich right now?
Yeah.
struggle.
That chicken tender sub.
Ooh, a chicken tender sub would be
How
nice.
might I be of assistance of this fine man? I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when. The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder, well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
Not the biggest fan of pickles, but garlic butter and onions sounds good.
Flashes in Renee's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
Oh, let me reach the share play.
Okay.
Man, I wish the share play is indefinite.
Same.
Alright, you got it?
Yep. It's connecting now. Alright, I'm in.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. He gets close. We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
No, you're not. Enforcing proper conduct in an amateur pétanque game is not something the RCM involves itself in. It doesn't.
Doesn't matter. Integrity in sports doesn't matter. Hold me back, Sonny Jim. God damn it. It's all that matters.
What do you mean, officer? It's not very good, officer. I'm an old man, and sciatica is gnawing on my joints. Some days the pain is almost too much.
That guy is a fraud. If you want to expose him, get straight to the point. If you start japing about old age, it's never gonna happen.
What? Who did you think you were fooling with your moaning, Gaston?
I don't understand, René.
You were a rat when we were boys, and you are a rat now. Of course I knew. Pooh. Your deception was so bad at first, I thought you were play acting for my amusement. 6 months go by, and I realize you must think I've gone blind. Only a blind man wouldn't see through that.
Damn.
Pardon, René. We must pick this up later.
So
oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Right now.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
departed. Until the very hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
A quick grimace of pain passes over Rene's features, but he immediately regains control.
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
This is horrible.
Yeah, this is
But I'll see.
It is a bit odd. It's a little bit.
Heck,
Wait.
technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Let's go there. I don't know where to go.
Anything in the journal we can get done?
What?
Is there anything in our journal that we can get done?
Find the murder. Sorry, been done. We can't do anything about that. Find the working class husband. I need my coordination to be up just so I could analyze the bullet better. Doing clothing that helps out with coordination.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Jesus Christ. I think, I guess
It was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Okay.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Kingdom of Conscience? Okay, do you want to be super cop, Kingdom of Conscience communist?
Yeah, fuck it.
I need to trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, we are all going to be so much happier.
Alright, let's see. My Half-Life's gonna be shot for a bit.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Alright, so sing karaoke, find a murder. Move your authority to Titus. Well, let's start this again. Ready, Ness?
Yep.
Case I died again.
In case we decide to eat a fucking bullet again.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, I need to put 4 in.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy, there's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She?
Oh! Oh, someone spilled!
Who might it be? Elizabeth?
Hardy girl.
I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
You see? You see? My theory might be working. My theory is working.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, Ethan.
Oh.
This is already a victory. We'll learn more.
Oh! Yeah!
Holy shit. 58%.
Respect my authority!
Look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco. Does this look familiar?
Yeah!
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Ref says, be careful with this one.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Good thing a quick save here.
Yeah.
I want to make this right, but
You have your foot in the door, but it's possible for them to slam it and cut it off. Damn. Okay.
Between these two, to be honest. A sneaking wind-up kind of thing.
Go with 2.
2?
Yeah.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
I think either 1 or 2. Go with 1.
Yeah.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
Yeah!
Going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Clausia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Wolverine Rags. A real silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. That can't be her.
Oh, shit.
Oh God, no! Oh. Oh no!
It's the girl you said that you told her I want to have fuck with you.
With your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you odd.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
I'm gonna conclude. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said.
I'm not gonna push my luck here. Oh no. Okay, let's go to the side quick. Let's go to the side quick.
Officer, what was that? Yes. Yes. The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I'll be honest.
Understood. It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
Great one.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. We'll be all right, officer. This is...
You feel fortified by his...
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
There's still a dent in the vinyl where you punched it before.
Well, that's right. You did punch her door as well.
On the door.
I am not helping my case, am I?
Beauty has abandoned you in this ugliness, Honcho. And then some. You kept white mourning. It was morning all along. You should have seen it coming. It was right behind her eyes.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I'm gonna quick save here.
Makes sense.
In case she take offense of me snooping around here.
Yeah. And taking her shit.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners. It's been used quite a lot.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Necra.
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. Silently, the bottle slides into your palm. Then, as you turn, into your pocket. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry. Just...
Alright, we just stole some more drugs.
Yeah. Alright.
Welcome to the roof.
Well, let's do our best not to fuck this up.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic
How's my empathy?
built
Not too bad. Not too
Could
bad.
be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Then toned over several years of self-defense training. You can sense it in the sharp point of her elbows.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the one and only superstar cop. He's kind of a big deal around here. Wow. What brings the Phoenix back to me?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
Clausier Amondou. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. A bad memory, officer. It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
I'm not gonna stress her too much.
I'm 28.
Yeah.
Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes. Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
It's the world's most tired smile. Miss Oranje, now there is something you should linger on.
God. Things I don't want to push my luck.
Yeah. Do one. Do one real quick, just to see.
All things considered, very. Now linger.
It's a beauty pageant.
Even electrochemistry is like, yeah, being appropriate, but fucking do it anyway, pussy.
It's a competition for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
What is
and you have the fewest deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess. Yes. And for that, I got a crown and a sash, and a scepter, and a scholarship to study Oranese lit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison. I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Nah, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna press.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings
I'm not gonna reveal that.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling.
Yes. You're just one room away.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here. Quick, say something professional.
Jesus Christ.
I have to go straight to the point. Uh,
You did quick save before entering the room.
yeah.
So,
Well, either that or before doing the authority stuff. If I could try to repeat it, the odds are pretty high.
yeah.
God. I wish I could fluff up the words a little better.
Yeah.
It's a bit early in the morning for rate, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
So. Huh.
I don't know what to say. I'm confused. Because she's wording ways so much around. For what Tidy's confirmed, what she confirmed, yes, she was sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Because the mercenary did grab her leg.
I guess just go down the list, see what we can get out there.
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
God. I'm gonna skip that.
Okay. Just do it. See.
I feel kind of uncomfortable right here.
We're cops. Sometimes we have to ask uncomfortable questions.
We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed.
What?
It's quite
Hold
a
on.
combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes. A bit.
What? Oh, okay.
Lovers is such an
Okay.
emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Ness?
Hmm?
Are you confused?
I'm following a bit.
But it feels like... I don't know. A lot of thoughts are running my mind right now.
Yeah.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, Out of the bathroom window? In my dreams?
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
God damn it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, hand-eye coordination.
Sorry if that was gross for anyone listening.
Oh, I'm like thinking 10 miles, 100 miles per hour right now. Just...
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
That's some clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks. I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
Wait a minute. You see what I'm... You kind of understand what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah.
God. It's gonna be weird to say and kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the rape was a cover up of something else?
Yes. I think, honestly, I'm thinking honeypot. I'm thinking I'm thinking it was a honeypot that maybe she didn't expect it to go as far as it did, because she's clearly shook that he was shot, right?
There was no. So from one of the usually the incident happened. This should still be very fresh, very mostly shaken by this.
Yeah.
At first I thought this spontaneous emotion could be mean that that's how she's trying to keep herself together.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that is shaking her up a little bit was the visually seeing him getting killed.
Yeah.
And she's now her voice is actually sounding shaken.
Yeah.
The fact that they would overkill on him.
Yeah.
It sounds like Everett is actually pulling a lot more strings.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be that the mercenary wasn't that bad. They make it out to be. Doing the Hardy Boys might have added extra charges on him.
Yeah.
To have a bit more a solidarity case that hey, we're doing out of self-defense. By that, it was very drastic way to execute
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused. Sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
Ask her how the Hargis know her.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy boys?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Part of me doesn't want to push it.
Yeah.
But now we both confirm. We both kind of agree that it was a honeypot.
Yeah.
They want to gather as many reasons why. Many reasons to blackmail the Pine Group right now. Making a forgery, kind of make up several charges.
Yeah. That's what it feels like, anyway.
Yeah, because when we mention any form of details on rape, she feels more despondent. But anything that involves his death or deceased body her emotion was actually shaken.
Mm-hmm.
Shaken by that.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
I'm not gonna say this.
Yeah.
I think I'm digging way too deep with that one.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Should I press my luck or no?
Yeah. See what happens.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Bah.
What?
Okay. Kim? Hold on. Kim, hold on. There's a lot more in this case. Come on. I'll save. Alright. I hope I don't fuck this up. Let's go!
Alright.
Bullshit. Okay. Intelligence. Anything that increase volition more?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for
28%.
questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Avert your eyes.
Strange
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
It was brief, no longer than 2.2.
That felt like it was getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna quick save here.
All right.
Honestly. Right here. At least we can work on volition a bit more.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand, just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
I guess give it to her.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle. A big political and military conflict. Ask around or buy a book. The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War. Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. The feeling recedes. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very...
Oh yeah, I'm having booze on me.
The same small, heavy door.
I don't know. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Let's go. Oh.
Nice.
Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Nice.
I said that.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it hurt to look in? I don't know about that.
It totally was. Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate.
The destroyer. So we're
Yeah, rip shit apart.
So we're superstar, communist, destroyer, super cop.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the himbo. We're also himbo.
But that's kind of attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be serious.
What?
I gotta hurt, or I gotta remove my max health.
Oh damn.
Oh, went there. Oh. Okay, Kim. Bowie, you wanna talk?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seems forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. Liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Wow, okay.
Alright.
Really good, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's at 5 now.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern uniform, horizontal lines.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week, too. You know, officer.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the work.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work, bringing us to this place. It
Hey,
means someone
Kim's proud
snuck
of
through
us.
what seems like a secret room.
Yeah.
Behind our rape victims' room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Actually, hold up. I think she was, like, more strong-armed to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
The
Maybe.
walls are thin. The walls are thin. Kind of thin to one angle to another. For one gonna guess what hit her and him have time, they probably had some time. There were genuine moments with him, her, because
Yeah.
they were actually wasn't planned to be a honeypot kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
But the bed is practically angled between all this other shit right here.
Yeah.
If one of the Union people have something against the mercenaries that lives in that room, they could probably simply just strong arm her and try to like threaten her to give him up or threaten her to keep shush about it.
Yeah. I can see that. New coat.
Ball pin maker coat. Oh,
Not bad.
that's actually a lot better, to be honest. My empathy's at 5. And coordinator's at 7. So I gotta shoot my gun better.
Make sick trick shots with our gun.
Hold up. Let me see. Am I good enough? Kim, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's go.
The bullet is still safely sealed away.
72.
72.
Bearing the RCM stamp. A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna restart the replay.
Okay.
It's getting interesting. Alright, let me know when you're connected.
I'm in.
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique, most likely.
What are you thinking? Bullet? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really. I have to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech-loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle-loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
If only.
If only,
But back to the investigation. Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
So it has to be someone that is either from the Revolutionary War. Oh, the elevator. Oh!
Well, alright, well, we know what's behind that door now, too.
$5.
$5, nice.
Yeah. We got enough for 2 nights.
Over there, in the corner.
It's crazy how we went from literally having no idea what to do to finding all of this shit now.
Yeah.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Oh, it's more than just a classic. A must-play. All
Fucking love pinball.
Have attempted a tempo run.
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. A Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, "Inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gobby, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gobby shall return and save his people." The theme of the game is to explore Gobby's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the bulls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gobby's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as bulls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced bulls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool.
Yeah.
He also hit his wife.
Oh.
Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fluid.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions.
I've never seen a pinball machine fill up with fog before.
It's more fire hazard.
Last goat, going mostly by sound. I am useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
My drugs wore off.
Damn.
If you can't even see it, the last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
Okay, I tried.
Yeah. Oh well.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
There must be a key somewhere.
The door does not, but the challenge. You're right.
Okay. So I can't really go the other way.
This small smells.
Yeah, forgot to go back around from the top.
Panel reads, last maintenance, 10th July, 88. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century. No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution. Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
close, see the shape of a man and a woman, writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively.
Oh.
I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. They're sensationally unnatural.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
Okay. So it does bring up my point again.
Yeah.
Alright. Second time's a charm, right?
Second time's a charm.
Whoop! There we go.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
8%.
Pertaining to a...
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style? A martial art, sir. Is that it? Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know.
Oh man.
Soft.
Fuck yeah.
Eyes look
Yeah.
directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes. He's talking about you.
Dude, I love it when the voices talk to each other.
These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part. There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory.
Are you?
Protect her. She
what?
God damn it, that joke chemistry.
How it always does. Through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do. No.
I think this is also implying that she's good at manipulating people.
Without knowing it, is it not? I think it's
If she's able to get some of your voices essentially under her control.
Speaking up. If he
Probably,
were,
yeah.
I suspect there would be PNs to her truthfulness. Like this.
But it seems like she's starting to crack whenever we mention death of the other guy.
He's not going to show up. I'm sorry. Your lie detection isn't working. It's not her doing. He's just totally inept. It looks like you're also an idiot. But that's not her fault. No, not an idiot. You're just more of a sensitive type. Thinks with his heart. This woman's pain draws you in. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, nothing? Someone else was supposed to chime in, weren't they? And then they didn't. Just me swooshing around in here now. Huh? No, Mr. Conclusion. You're always kind of limited in your analytical abilities. That's not her fault. But still, don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
This is wish Raph is here.
Me personally, I'd go with 2. Personally, but you do you, man. You do you.
I'm gonna close my eyes and let my finger decide.
Jesus, take the wheel.
The silence broke. She
Oh God.
a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Oh.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. I wonder if you can tell her about like if you ask her about the room again. I wonder if you can tell her about the
Yeah.
the inside of the walls and stuff.
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
there may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
Could be connected.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It shouldn't be hard to cover with some tape.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
Could be one of the
They've been
Hardys.
covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there? Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly. She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
So she feels like freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
Like she's clearly creeped out by the fact that someone may have been peeping in on her.
Watch. Yeah.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
I'm not gonna question that part.
All right.
I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
that on
No,
your face.
that's fine.
That could be where the 8th member came from.
Yeah. Well, that was productive. And by the way, it's midnight.
Alright.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I want to talk to the Hardy Boy for 1 second.
I got you.
So, nothing truly bad. I'm gonna quick say just to be safe.
Yeah.
It was a hard check.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
You did quick save.
Yeah. Hold on. Before I do this, give me a second. Give me a second.
All right.
You said it was a landline. She used a landline downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask him.
Can I help you?
Oh.
Where's the phone at? 50 cents. All right.
Landline. So you have your phone nearby. Your phone. Reference here. Okay. There's no landline that we see.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Fuck. There's one problem I'm gonna say. We're probably gonna back out immediately because she could be in big trouble.
Yeah.
If it was our theory. You know?
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down. Goddamn, no one tells you to.
No, I'm gonna wheel him.
Personally, sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop.
Shit.
The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
There's a big problem with that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, first off, we never heard the victim. We never heard the person that's been hanged in the first place before.
That's true. So it could be just anyone saying it, and they're like, and they're like, "See, it was the hanged man. It was the victim. He said it."
There's one big problem now.
And also, it could be like, if it was him, and like they like tortured him, or he was under duress when they when he said that, they can't be trusted. If someone's torturing you to try and get information out of you, you're gonna tell them something.
Yeah, but there's another problem with that theory as well.
Yeah.
Any torture method they use, it will show infliction on the body.
True.
So it's more direct to the first one that it could be just anyone just saying this shit just to pin something. Because obviously me, Harry, and Kim don't have no clue who the fuck the guy is.
Yeah.
That was supposed before. The only one that has an idea is the Pine Core group. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Torture methods out of the question because any infliction like that will show on the body, unless there's heavy amounts of like threats, like pointing a gun in the mouth kind of thing. That could also be a theory.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Ah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Bugged. That could also be true if the person was very confident
Yeah.
that he won't get pinned.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
So
that
Angus.
Put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I was about to get ready to start swinging.
I mean,
I'll probably be game over if I do that, to be honest.
Titus was getting ready to start swinging too. Then Liz was like, "No." Liz got him to back down real fast.
For a good reason why.
Yeah.
If we are confirmed right on the suspicion what's going on, it's gonna put everyone 6 feet under, including Everett.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, you want to wrap up here, or you want to keep going for 30 more minutes?
We can wrap up here. This is a good place to stop. Alright. So thanks for watching, guys. We we managed not to kill ourselves this time. So that's an accomplishment. Got a lot of info, a lot of theories floating around right now. This game is it's fucking interesting as all hell.
Because they make you push you a little bit on like how much they're willing to cover, how much there's like more hidden stuff in secret.
Hey kid, hey Teddy. And that's why you're holding Gobby hostage at the moment. Because if so, please tell the dumbass to charge his phone.
Oh shit! Oh.
I wouldn't say I'm holding him hostage. However, I will be releasing him to you very soon. We're just wrapping up here.
Sorry, babe.
But yeah, no, this game's fun. It's super interesting. Very well done. Yeah. So this is it for tonight. My next stream, I don't know. My streaming schedule has been very what's the opposite of constant? What's the opposite of
consistent?
Yeah, there we go. It's been inconsistent. My streaming schedule has been very inconsistent these last few weeks. I don't know. I'm also like still sort of recovering from a cold, kind of. So we'll see how I feel. As always, just you can follow me on Twitter. All my socials are down below. And I always post when I'm going live and stuff. Um, so there's that.
Yeah.
Then plug your shit.
The next time we'll be streaming again. Yakuza Rise Like a Dragon over at RK_Maximum at Saturday at 8, typically 8 p.m. We usually announce something new if some changes.
Yeah. Well, also next co-op stream will either be next Sunday, as usual.
Yeah. I believe maybe For the King.
It might be For the King. We'll see.
Because I think Audrey's a lot more free now.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Everybody.
Bye bye.